mean a lot. Sometimes it just seems the electricity is turned up for Saturday. And here's the return. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So the North Carolina Tar Heels offense will have the football first. The Hoos pulled out a close one the last time they saw the Tar Heels.
Yeah, the Hoos made the plays when they needed to, and they found a way to get it done. Listen, it's hard to beat North Carolina multiple years in a row. They're going for that feat today, Bill.
Virginia felt like in that last game, David, they had a really good game plan. They were able to go execute. They say they feel good about this one. Let's see how this goes.
And the Tar Heels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Here comes the heat. Good job just to get rid of that one.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense.
To bring it back. The Cavaliers offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And now here comes Peyton Lewis. He's one of the top runners in the sport, and certainly they'll go to him early and often.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
The Cavaliers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. On play action. Rush is on. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. They punted on their opening drive, and now they need a third down conversion to avoid punt. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He only needs a sliver of daylight, and they'll stop him right there on the return. Snags a quick pass on the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Cavaliers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Eli Holstein to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The defense takes matters into its own hands. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Play fake, Holstein. Blasted as he lets it go. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and it'll be enough for the first down. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to pass. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll. Looking for room. It's Lewis. Didn't even get started. He'll be dropped for a loss of 3. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Got it. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Cavaliers. A great catch and run for 6.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
2nd and long here. The fake and wants to throw. And he gets rid of it.
All right, well, if you're the quarterback, you know at this point, this is one of those days that I'm going to have to just strap it up. I'll probably be in an ice bath when the game is over because I'm getting hit a lot. We're only in the first quarter. My accuracy and my timing is going to have to be at a premium.
He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Tar Heels with the 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact. This rivalry runs really deep, guys. It's the 3rd most played in the FBS.
That's crazy, Reese. It's just crazy to think about all the rivalries across college football. And I love the orange and blue and the baby blue in this showdown every year.
They've been playing since 1892, man. That's a long time, and that's something that I think fans, players, and coaches are aware of. This game is very special.
Wants to throw. It's Edwards. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. The Tar Heels are flying down the field. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately, right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Straight ahead, it's Lewis.
I think there's a couple of schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The Cavaliers will punt it away on 4th down. Nice directional kick there like a solid iron shot.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
He finds his way out to the 13-yard line, and they're out of trouble with a first down. Might as well give it to him again. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. He was grabbing for anything he could get a hold of and wound up with a fistful of face mask, and it'll cost him 15. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Sets his feet. It's Edwards. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He throws back across his body and it's picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense. Holstein on the play fake. Trying to get rid of it. That pass falls incomplete and it wraps up an entertaining first. Both offenses doing damage. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for room. It's Lewis. Knocked down immediately.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And the Cavaliers will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Makes the grab.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And he avoids the sack.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped on 4th down. Made a defender miss. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Right side, it's Ship. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Unloads to the right. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's Holstein to throw. Taking a shot. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Long way to go on 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Got it behind the line. It's Lewis. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. No choice but to get rid of it, and it'll be 4th down. The Cavaliers will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Oh, he's got some space. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Drops back on first down. They're all over it. Left side is Thurman. At midfield, he's got room. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Inside the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. A very productive play on first down has now set us up with this 2nd and goal. Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Holstein, look out! Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
When you've already sent your punter around 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Rush right in his face. He's going to let one fly down the middle. He's got it way down the field.
Well, I know he makes it look easy, but trust me, it's not. For him to run the post route like that and then locate the ball in the air, out-jump a defender on a 50-50 ball, and have the hand strength to reel that one in, that is impressive.
Out wide left, it's Gibson. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Finds his big tight end. They stop him after a pickup of 9, but he moves the chains, and it'll be first down on the other side of the 2-minute timeout. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Throwing, Holstein. Left side is Forrest. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few. 2nd and long here. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Fires to the big fella. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Under pressure. Has to throw it away on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And they'll kick it from the left side. A 44-yard try. The field goal is no good. There's a flag on the field, and I think we're going to get another shot at this, and the kicker will be a little bit closer this time.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
The Cavaliers will try to convert on 4th down. Again, Holstein. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is Great job by this defense coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Rush is on. Just got rid of that one.
Ball was incomplete, and I think you got to give a lot of credit to this defense up front. That pass rush, they were coming on that play. Got after the quarterback, got in his face, and did not let him feel comfortable.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Makes the catch, it's Lewis. Breaks into the open. Virginia will call its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Pulls it on the option. Maybe a crease. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Timeout is called by Virginia for what's left in this 1st half. Eli Holstein to throw. Unloads it downfield. Snags it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle. And it's his 4th interception of the game. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looking to pass. It's Holstein. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Here's Holstein to throw. Lofts one high and deep. Intercepted. A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And they go back on top. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jess, is taking care of the football.
It just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Unloads in the nick of time.
Well, they're not able to hook up there, but considering this guy already has 2 touchdown catches in this game, now the offensive coordinator is dialing up more passes his way. And you know the quarterback, he's got like a sonar on him. He's always aware of where he is, and I like the idea. I'm going to keep throwing this guy the football and see if he can get another touchdown.
And the Cavaliers will try to pin them back with the punt. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Back to the ground game on the left. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Not a big window, and that throw was money. They've got it at the 30. And the Tar Heels are marching down the field. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Run in the red zone, it's Hall. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And he got it! They've stretched out the lead, and now they can't catch it with a field goal.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. The defense able to hold them to a field goal on that last drive, and now this offense will try to answer, and they need a touchdown. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Defense.
When you're trying to protect a lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Motion from the wideout. strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Cavaliers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Holstein. Oh, pressure's coming. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. From the gun on 3rd down, Holstein. Fires to the big fella. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Cavaliers line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Holly Rowe has an update.
Here on the Tar Heel sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way.
Breaks free and he might be gone. He's at the 40. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Virginia will call its first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Rides to the back. Turning it on. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. And the Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. There's a crease. Timeout on the field. The Cavaliers have taken their final timeout. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop it. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable 4th quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Virginia ready to get things going as the offense takes the field. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a 2-possession game. They must get something here. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosion.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Cavaliers moving quickly to the line. Holstein from the gun on 3rd down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. After the incomplete pass, there is a player still down, and they'll come out to check on him. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. The give to the single back.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. The give to the back. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. The handoff. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. They've converted twice on 4th down so far. Will they make it 3? Looking for the marker. He's got the 1st down, and they'll be able to run it out from here. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in.